Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Book Notification Podcast, your go to source for this week's new book releases. Today, we're looking at the week from September 15th to the 21st. There are over 400 new books this week, so there is no way that we could cover them all. Visit booknotification.com to explore the full list of this week's new books. You can also follow your favorite authors, so you'll be the first to know when their next book is available. As always, we have 10 books to highlight with a little something for everybody. Let's get into it. From National Book Award winning writer William Alexander comes Sunward, a cozy science fiction novel. Captain Tova Lear chose a life as a courier rather than get involved in her family's illustrious business and politics. Set in humanity's far future, hiring a planetary courier is essential for delivering messages across the stars. Encouraged by friends, Tova begins mentoring baby bots, juvenile AI who are developmentally in their teens, and trains them how to interact within society, essentially becoming their foster mom. Her latest charge, Agatha Panza von Sparkles, named herself on their first run from Luna to Phoebe Station. But on their return, they encounter a derelict spaceship and a lurking assassin, igniting a thrilling chase across the solar system. Tova and Agatha's daring actions leave Agatha's mind vulnerable, relying on Tova's former AI pupils for help. As Tova starts gathering her scattered family around her, she is chased through the solar system by forces who want her captured and her family erased. This debut science fiction novel by National Book Award winning author William Alexander is a must read for fans of Becky Chambers and Ursula K. Le Guin. Lovers of poignant science fiction, where the bonds of found family, the evolution of AI, and the building distrust of centuries of bias come together in this visionary look at humanity's future. Sunward will release on September 16th. Amazon Chart's best-selling author Caroline Mitchell has a new thriller, The Family at Number One. Anything can happen behind closed doors. When estate agent Laura Bradley is asked to sell Number One Aspen Hollow, it feels like a dream come true. The house is beautiful, 5 bedrooms and a perfect garden, surrounded by lush woodland. Laura loves finding a family their dream home, even as each night she returns to her cramped single room. Laura tries to ignore the red paint thrown at the walls of the house, the strange noises upstairs, and the threatening messages she is receiving. Whatever its history, the beautiful house deserves a second chance. But by the time Laura finds out what really happened to the family at Number One, it is far too late. Someone doesn't want the house to be sold or its secrets to surface. They have killed before, and they are willing to kill again to keep the truth hidden. The Family at Number One will release on September 15th. Carriers is the first book in the Divine Measures series by Lisa Llamrei. When cryptographer Nora Lansing receives a mysterious coded message from her best friend Marisol, she thinks it's just another round of their elaborate cipher game. But as the clues lead her to strange crop circle formations and the sudden appearance of glowing orbs in the night sky, Nora realizes Marisol may be in real danger, and that something far more profound is calling to her. With the help of Stephen, a gifted crop circle researcher whose music resonates with Nora in a way nothing else ever has, she dives into a world of ancient secrets, telepathic bonds, and a hidden gene known as the Divine Measure, a trait linked to genius, deafness, and something not entirely human. As the two race to uncover the truth, hunted by a secretive brotherhood determined to destroy anyone who carries the gene, Nora and Stephen must rely on each other to survive. But with every step deeper into the mystery, their connection grows, intense, electric, and impossible to ignore. In a world that has never truly heard her, Nora has finally found someone who listens, not with ears, but with the heart. Carriers will be released on September 21st. The French Village Mystery Series debuts with The French Bookshop Murder by Greg Mosse. Zoe Pascal has decided to live her dream, leave England, and open up a bookshop in a small village in the south of France. She wants to spend her later years in life eating croissants, reading her beloved books, and getting to know her charming new hometown. When the body of a tourist is found inside the local church, Zoe begins to discover that something is afoot in the village of St. Catherine. And as the last person to have seen the deceased alive, Zoe suddenly becomes a prime suspect in a murder investigation. Can she prove her innocence and discover who the real murderer is? Or will Zoe have to say au revoir to her French countryside dream? Find out in The French Bookshop Murder on September 18th. From Andie Burke comes With Stars in Her Eyes, a sapphic bookstore romance about fresh starts and finding that one person who feels like home. Seconds from a meteoric career launch, Dallas Courtney Starling suffers a frightening migraine attack during a key performance. While harmful rumors fly, she escapes to her happy place, her best friend's Kansas bookshop. Courtney's working incognito when a scream sends her leaping off a shelving ladder to find the woman who screamed cowering near the register. When Thea Quinn dropped in for a misdelivered package, she did not expect a mortifying encounter with a bearded dragon in front of an inconveniently attractive bookseller. Clutching an upcoming book flyer and the tattered shreds of her dignity, she heads back to her new piercing job at the tattoo shop next door. She moved to this quirky place for a fresh start, but maybe the meat disaster was a sign. Maybe Thea needs to branch out beyond her photography hobby and connect with new people, like at a historical romance book club run by a particularly mysterious and sexy bookseller with a pixie cut. Friendly lunches become stolen moments between the bookshelves. Courtney and Thea's old problems feel ages away. But just as their chemistry heats to a combustion point, consequences from Courtney's past arrive literally on her doorstep at exactly the wrong moment. New revelations and surprising connections take the pair from feeling joyfully love struck to confusingly star-crossed. Both women must decide what they're willing to give up for happily ever after. With Stars in Her Eyes will release on September 16th. The Perfect Murder is a jaw-dropping, gripping psychological thriller by Amanda Kinney. Savvy Portman's debut cozy mystery has made her a #1 bestseller and publishing's newest star. When life gets tough, writing is her escape. Until someone commits a murder straight from her work-in-progress thriller. Surveillance cameras place Savi near the scene that night. Witnesses say they saw her. The evidence is mounting, but she swears she was home, asleep. Savvy has written the perfect crime. Now she has to prove she didn't do it. The Perfect Murder will release on September 18th. Aide's The Unseen is the latest from USA Today bestselling author Heather Long. A love lost to time, a truth buried in myth, a goddess reborn. For centuries, the Lord of the Dead has searched for her, his queen, his soul's twin, scattered across mortal lives and fading memories. She is Irina now, unaware of who she was, haunted by dreams that aren't dreams, shadowed by gods who remember too much. But something is waking. Drawn together by fate, Irina and Graven, Aide's unseen ruler of the underworld, find each other once more. But to reclaim her full self, Irina must walk through every life she's lived, every truth she was denied, and confront the oldest lie of all, that she was ever a girl stolen. From the twisted corridors of memory to the roots of the olive tree where her name was buried, Irina will unearth the keys to her power, her past, and her future. But some gods will stop at nothing to keep her bound, and Aides will burn the world before letting her be taken again. This time, she chooses. Aides The Unseen will release on September 19th. USA Today bestselling author Joanne releases Save the Last Dance, the first in the Take the Back Road series. They've already said goodbye, but maybe they can have one last dance. Mac Finley left his Tennessee hometown for good reason. Yet he always knew the problems deep in the Finley clan would one day draw him back. What he didn't count on was encountering an old flame at the same time, and that 1-2 punch from the past has him reeling. Nina Spencer never forgot Mac, but she respects that they wanted different things out of life. Now, with the life she built imploding, she's not sure how to resist the draw of the man and the magic of their shared memories. When she comes face to face with Mac's complicated family again, she quickly recalls why things fell apart between her and Mac the first time. As old secrets come to light and new pressures make it harder than ever to stay together, Mac and Nina grapple with what it means to be a family. Save the Last Dance will release on September 17th. The Painted Lady Inn mystery series continues with Counterfeit Murder by M.K. Scott. When murder becomes part of the show, the stakes rise higher than ever. At the annual CrimeCon, participants eagerly await a staged murder, with a cash prize for the sleuth who cracks the case. But when a real murder occurs before the event kicks off, the excitement turns deadly. Amateur sleuth and innkeeper Donna Tollhouse Tabor can't resist the challenge. With no prize money on the line, her instincts kick in. Can she unravel the mystery before the killer strikes again? Join Donna on a thrilling hunt for truth in a world where nothing is as it seems. Counterfeit Murder will release on September 20th. Finally, from Mark Edwards, we have The Wasp Trap. A dinner party in a beautiful Notting Hill townhouse turns into a sinister game as 6 old friends are forced to spill their darkest secrets. Or else. 6 friends reunite in London to celebrate the life of their recently deceased ex-employer, a professor that brought them together in 1999 to help build a dating website based on psychological testing. But what is meant to be a night of bittersweet nostalgia soon becomes a twisted and deadly game. The old friends are given an ultimatum: reveal their darkest secrets to the group, or pick each other off one by one. It soon becomes clear that their current predicament is related to their shared past. The love questionnaire they helped develop in 1999 for the dating site was also turned into a tool for weeding out psychopaths. The Wasp Trap. This experiment and the other tragic events of that summer long ago may help reveal the truth behind a killer hiding in plain sight. Alternating between the past and present with a colorful ensemble of characters, The Wasp Trap is a fast-paced and twisty thrill ride that is perfect for fans of Lucy Foley and Alice Feeney. The Wasp Trap will release on September 16th. That's our 10 books for this week. Until next time, you can check out booknotification.com. Book Notification offers an easy way to track your reading lists, follow your favorite authors, and never miss a new release. Our website is completely free to use, and it's packed with features to make your reading life easier. You can follow your favorite authors and get notified whenever they release new books. We send out an email every Tuesday with a list of fresh releases from the authors you love, but that's not all. You can track your reading progress, mark books as read, rate and review them, and even import your data from Goodreads, Calibre, Libby, and more. Want to discover something new? Check out Reader's Roulette for book recommendations, or use our personalized book release calendar to stay up to date with the latest titles. You can even tag books with custom labels, just like on Goodreads shelves, and get tailored recommendations for what to read next based on your current book. Whether you're looking for books in publication or want to see them listed in chronological order, we've got it covered. Plus, all of our authors are audited by real people, so you know the information is accurate. So why not give it a try and join the thousands of readers already using our site to stay on top of their reading game. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week with another 10 books.